channel. It has been a hot second since I have gotten to talk to you guys. Fear not though, I have some updates and I also have some lesson plans for next week. So let's just hop right into it. First things first, I'd like to say hello to all of my new friends / subscribers that have joined me in my absence. Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome. So happy to have you here. Normally I do not take this long of a hiatus, but sometimes extenuating circumstances prevail. Basically, if I could strike January from the record and totally erase the 1st to the 31st in my mind, I 100% would opt for that option. But I cannot, so we must forge on. But in all realness, the entire month of January was, for lack of a better term, just really, really... I don't know how else to describe it, so that is just what we are gonna call it, and call it a day. I don't know if it's just me, maybe some of you also feel this way, but anything that's like miniature or oversized, I really like. I've translated that into my speech materials and I have found a secret hack, and it is jumbo-sized everything. This is, I don't even know, can you see it at all? This is my jumbo-sized bingo board that I have made for speech this week, and I will explain this in a hot second. But first, let me explain the hack. If you have an office supply store near you, check because they might do this, and it is pretty amazing.
So, we're going to go up here to Services and Solutions, click on it, scroll down to Blueprints, click on that, that'll bring us up to a new page. You can see here that they start at $1.79 for 18 by 24. Like I said, this was 24 by 36. Color is $5.89, which is still pretty good. $3.59 if you wanted to do black and white. Brings you to here, and I just click color for buy now. And then it'll bring you to this upload page. And what I do is I make sure it's 24 by 36. I click fit content to paper, click OK. Then it's only one page, and I'm going to title it bingo board, because that's what it is. And then I make sure I change the orientation to portrait. And then I'll come up here to add file, upload file for my PDF. I will upload it. Click done. And voila. And then you just click add to cart and it'll put it in your cart here. Oh, this is the other one that I had from before. But as you can see, it is pretty cheap, and then you can go to the checkout and that's where you can put in your pickup information and pick your date and your time to pick it up.
That is my hack for this. I will have this up in my TPT store. I will let you know how, if you do not happen to have a Staples or an office supply store that is able to print, or if you're just not looking to even spend that $3 to $5 to get it printed, there is a way that you can print it out on your home computer.
If you are balling on a budget or just don't feel like having to go up and pick up a print, there is a way to print oversized pictures as posters on your regular home printer. So I'm just in Adobe Acrobat Reader DC, the free version, and what you do is you go up to print, and then you go over here to poster, and it will, as you can see, break it up into the appropriate pages, and then you can just print it from there. And then what you'd have to do is tape it together, and you can set the overlap to whatever you'd like it to be so that you have enough space to put the tape on so it will all line up, and then you can just laminate it as you see fit.
The name of my activity this week is called Be Mine Bingo, and I just wrote Be Mine up at the top. And then I have all of these Valentine's Day themed clip art, vocabulary type things, and they all have something to do with Valentine's Day. Now, it's not actual bingo because then I would have had to print out like way more bingo boards for all the kids, but it's kind of like a group bingo activity, and I will explain that. These are my bingo pictures that I'm going to be handing out to the students. I have an even amount. I think there's 24 cards here because there's 25 slots and there's a free space on the bingo board. So I will hand out the same amount to all of my kiddos, and they are going to use these to play the game. So I then will be calling out on my cards, minus the hair. I have ones that just have the name of whatever card I'm looking for. So this one is the red heart. The students would have to look through, see if they have the red heart. If they have it, they would raise it up, and then they get to put it on the bingo board. I also have ones that are describing a picture. So this one, for example, is, let's see, a sparkly gem. So the student that has the diamond would have to raise that up and say, I have the diamond, tell me what it is, and then they get to put it on their bingo board. There's a bunch of different ways that you can play this. You can have it, whoever gets rid of their cards first wins, or you could play it with that whoever lays down a card that completes a bingo configuration can then shout bingo or be mine or whatever you want them to shout out, and they can win that way. You can also have kids team up and play against you, yourself, and that works really well with pragmatics and that turn-taking and teamwork aspect. So I'm probably going to do that for a few of my groups, depending. But like I said, you get the 2 sets of cards, one with just the vocabulary on them, and then also ones that are describing the vocabulary cards, and you can mix them up depending on what level your kiddos are at in your groups. And then you also get these picture cards. I'm actually going to be doing this bingo activity with all of my groups this week, from my preschoolers all the way up to my 4th and 5th graders, and just adapting it based on their needs. Like I said, this is one of those activities that you can kind of make work with anything, identifying WH questions, obviously articulation, pronouns, pragmatic, social skills, anything that I can think of that my kids are working on, I'm definitely able to target with this activity. Let me know in the comments down below anything that you guys are doing for Valentine's Day with your kiddos. Next week, I think we're going to be making legitimate Valentines, so that'll be a lot of fun. But I'm also really excited to see how they do with this giant bingo board, because they get just as much of a kick out of like oversized things as I do. So I'm very, very happy that I was able to get this printed in time, and fingers crossed that it goes over well. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you're interested in seeing everything that I do in the speech room throughout the upcoming weeks. Make sure you're following me on Instagram as well. My handle is The Speech Loft, and that's where I'll be posting updates on how this particular activity is going. I hope you guys have an awesome first week of February, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.